The very unbiased call on WONE 980, the Wright State basketball franchise when it comes to the radio station. But Scott Nagy, the head coach of Wright State, he doesn't care. His team's on their way to the big dance for the first time in 4 years, and Coach Nagy is here on Freddie Fitzsimmons. Coach, you hear your announcers celebrating like that. Who celebrated louder, your players or the announcers on WONE 980?
It would be hard to beat that for sure. That I haven't heard that yet, so that was great. But, obviously everybody's pretty happy right now.
Coach, you see Trey Calvin, he had the floater to end the first half, then the game winner there. As he crosses up and gets to the free throw line and is able to square up and take that shot, take us through, your thought process, what you're thinking as you see him get ready to take that shot.
Yeah, well, we were so bad in the first half, we couldn't stop him, and he kept us in the first half. I mean, he was tremendous and hit a shot, to cut it to 7.5. And, they scored, they hit that three with about 19 seconds left, and I looked up, and, of course, we were just going to let him play, and I wouldn't want anybody else's hands but Trey's, and, he's been so great at that shot all year. So we were just going to cut them loose. Didn't want to let them set their defense up, and he hit the shot, and we called timeout to get our defense set up, so it worked out.
What has it been like for you the last 24 hours where you take down the number 1 seed in Cleveland State, the way you beat them last night, and then this game goes back and forth? The final 5 minutes of this game should be a clinic for championship week basketball, and you're able to win that. What has it been like the last 24 hours getting these 2 wins this way to get to the NCAA tournament once again?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's been great, and we're super proud of the players. Our league, the top 4 teams were separated by half a game. Mm-hmm. So, we all played a different number of games because of COVID, and so, we finished 4th and a half game out of first. And so there wasn't anybody really going in here, the Final Four, because we had all the top 4 seeds. I think everybody thought they had a great chance to win it, and we were very fortunate. We ended up playing 2 teams that had beaten us twice during the year, and so, I think motivationally we had a little bit of an advantage on both of them.
You look at your starters, 4 out of your 5 starters had double digits. How proud are you just of the complete effort that you've been able to get from you guys?
Yeah, and those guys, I would call our big 4. We've leaned on them for about 3 years, and they're all juniors and have started a lot of games and have a lot of experience, and it showed up tonight. It was huge for us.
Scott Nagy, the head coach of Wright State, on their way to the NCAA tournament for the first time in 4 years as a Rising League champions, joining Freddie Coleman and Teron Davenport on Freddie and Fitzsimmons on ESPN Radio. Did I see you doing the gritty in the locker room after y'all won tonight?
Oh man, it was my best that I could do. I mean, at 55, it's not like I could just put it together real well. But the players don't get to see me do that very often, so they enjoyed it.
That's awesome.
That's tremendous. By the way, real quick on the other side of that, I know this is a lot more special for you, not just going to the NCAA tournament, but your dad passed away at the age of 78 last year. What do you think your dad would say? Because you two weren't just father and son, Coach Nagy. You were really brother and brother throughout your whole life.
Yeah, I mean, we did it every time somebody, even people that don't know me, when they see me, they know immediately I'm his son. And, it's been a hard year. He passed away just before the season started, and I was kind of in a funk as the season started, and it didn't help the team. We were 2-7 at one point. And, I finally got myself pulled together, and we got the team pulled together. But just not, it's not been easy to not be able to call him after games and talk to him and things like that. And, not only did I lose my dad, we had 3 people this year on our team, 2 others besides me, that lost their dads. And we've lost a couple of grandpas too. So we had 5 deaths this year, and so it's just been, it's been a hard year on our team, but it's been, when those things happen, it really pulled us together. And I said after the game, there's a lot of people say, we faced adversity, and everybody loves everybody. And it's easy to say when you're winning, but when we were 2-7, our kids were saying that and stuck together. And so I'm proud of them. And yeah, I miss my dad, and I haven't had really a chance to grieve his loss. And I kind of did tonight when I was able to hug my wife.
Well, hey, Coach, we know it's been a tough year, but getting past and maybe having part of the grieving process, having a night like tonight can help things along. Congrats on the win. Condolences to you and your family, but this has been a great night for you and your family at Wright State. Thanks a lot for joining us, and congratulations on winning Horizon League as well.
Okay, thank you, guys.
Great stuff by Scott Nagy, the head coach of Wright State, joining us here on Freddie and Fitzsimmons, to Ron Davenport, and for Ian Fitzsimmons. I'm Freddie Coleman, and believe me, for those who don't know, just Google Scott Nagy and Dick Nagy, his dad. He is a known figure in college basketball circles. There have been plenty of coaches that got head coaching jobs because of what they've been able to learn under Scott's dad. So, yeah, it was been a tough year for him. But a night like tonight hopefully will make things just a little bit more better going forward when it comes to Scott Nagy, his family, and the Wright State basketball team.
Yeah, without a doubt, man. I love the fact that he was able to find that joy, right, and being able to hit that dance with the guys. And that just lets you know how much he is in tune with the players, and that's a great example of it.
But he was doing the gritty on the court, and then he did the gritty in the locker room. Yeah. Scott Nagy, B-A-W-S-E, boss from that standpoint. Yeah. And especially because he's right, and I watch a lot of college basketball in the Horizon League. Man, oh, man, those are the kind of games you say to yourself, even if we win, look at blood taking off our bodies. That's how competitive that league was between Northern Kentucky and Wright State and Cleveland State. I love mid-major leagues where the issue was in doubt, Teron, with who was going to be the regular season champion until the final weekend of the regular season. Cleveland State wound up being the top seed. But it was a terrific tournament. It was a great last 2 nights of basketball. You could not pick a better championship game than the Horizon League had tonight, with Wright State winning that over Northern Kentucky, who did not give in easily against that basketball team.
And I love the excitement of the announcers, right? The guys calling the game. That was something special, man. You can't help but smile when you hear them so excited.
Anytime I hear announcers like that, it reminds me of Appalachian State beat Michigan in football. And I'll never forget when that happened. And our producer at the time, Troy Clarity, because I had not heard it before I came into work, and he played it for me. He said, Freddie, they sounded like they were on fire. That's how those two dudes sounded like on WONE 980 AM with their team on their way to the NCAA tournament for the first time in 4 years.